Okay, a new campaign ad from the DNC suggests Tea Party candidates and Republican lawmakers share the same agenda, warning voters that a GOP-Tea Party combination could repeal Democratic accomplishments. But with Congress's approval rating at an all-time low, a whopping 11%, are Democrats fighting against the American people?
DNC Chair and former Virginia Governor Tim Kaine joins us now. Good morning to you, Governor.
How you doing?
All right, so this is obviously a pretty brilliant marketing tool to try and link Republicans to the Tea Party for a variety of reasons. But my question to you this morning is this a way to deflect the negative attention that the Democratic Party has right now?
No, it's about making a choice, Gretchen. So what we've done is we've rolled out this strategy yesterday, Tea Party Republican Contract on America, making two basic points. The Tea Party agenda and the Republican Party agenda are now the same. And here are 10 key things that Tea Party and Republican candidates and office holders around the country have said they're going to do if they are enabled to get into majorities in either house. You know, repeal health care reform, repeal Wall Street reform, privatize Social Security, dramatically change Medicare, and others. And we're doing that at the same time as we're outselling the accomplishments of this president and this Congress. So it's making clear that the election's a choice. We're either going to have a strategy that enables us to keep moving forward or a strategy that embraces some ideas that I think are frankly repugnant to most Americans.
So I guess, Governor, the outreach to the Tea Party members on the part of the Democrat Party is over?
Well, you know, they may not like this too much, although, again, I think they would look at the contract that we put out and they would agree. We are talking about principles that their candidates are embracing, and they would say, you're right, that is our contract. And it was interesting. We put this out yesterday, and the RNC thought about it, the Republican National Committee, and they put out a response statement criticizing President Obama, but they did not disavow that, yes, they and the Tea Party are one and the same, nor did they disavow any of the 10 items in the Contract on America that we stated were their key agenda items. So I think, you know, it was an instance of we said, hey, here's their agenda, and they're basically agreeing.
Hey, Governor, all due respect, sir, I think this is a big mistake on your part. One of the things that would strike me is that the Tea Party and the GOP would split the conservative vote. You're basically telling voters, hey, it's the same, you know, pick your favorite conservative. Sounds like a uniting strategy to me.
Well, you know, you can look at it different ways. Here's the way we look at it. We're going to win races this November that I don't think we would have won had it not been for the Tea Party, because they're chasing folks out of the Republican Party. There is energy there, and we got to pay attention to that. But they are working to make the Republican Party, in our view, narrower ideologically and demographically and geographically. And we're going to win some races that we would not have run or would have been much more challenging for us had it not been for the Tea Party basically taking over the institution.
But if they're one and the same, Governor, why would some of the Tea Party folks then form their own caucus last week? I mean, that would say to me that they appear to be different. And by the way, I'm not so sure that every single Republican agrees with these 10 things that you've labeled the Tea Party Contract on America.
And Gretchen, any Republican who doesn't agree is free to come out and say they don't agree. But again, the interesting thing about the RNC statement yesterday was they put out a statement and they didn't challenge the basic premise that Tea Party equals Republican Party, and they didn't challenge any of the 10. On the caucus, the Tea Party caucus, as you pointed out, has been founded now on Capitol Hill with sizable membership. And many of the members include key leadership elements of the Republican Party. Congressman Sessions, Congressman Pence, both who play leadership roles in the Republican Congressional Committee, have become members of the Tea Party caucus, demonstrating again that there is now an essential unity between these two groups.
Well, clearly, by calling it Contract on America, it is a parody of Newt Gingrich's Contract for America from back in the 90s.
Don't hate me because I'm clever. I mean, you know, or because I have clever people.
Well, listen,
I should say.
I don't hate you for being clever.